What is up, ladies and gentlemen of the online jam league? JamiroFan2000 here with yet another episode of the Jamiroquai Minute. All the latest Jamiroquai news, and it looks like one of the great satellite bands from the acid jazz movement from of course, the early 90s, but now have been putting out great albums. Of course, I'm talking about the great London band Incognito. Well, they just announced their 20th album release, which will be called Music, Magic, and Ironic. That will be coming up in the latter part of December of 2025. So let's get into more news about that.
Hi, I'm David from Jamiroquai, the Funkin' site, and you are watching the Jamiroquai Minute.
In other great bands in the stratosphere of Jamiroquai, new album news, I had, according to Jamiroquai Minute, to note another one of the great stalwart bands that were kind of riding the coattails of the success of Jamiroquai in the early 90s and the early S-Jazz movement in the London area in the early 90s, and then later on would end up continue to pump out great acid jazz albums. Of course, I'm talking about Bluey and his amazing band Incognito. Well, it just got announced here in the early part of December of 2025 that Incognito on December 24th in Japan and, of course, in the UK and Europe in December 25th of this year will be releasing their 20th album release called Music, Magic, Ironic, and it is going to be it is currently now available for pre-order at their official website for Incognito. So if you'd like to pick up the new Incognito album called Music, Magic, Ironic, I'll be sure to put a link to the pre-order part of the Incognito official website, so you can get your pre-order for their special gatefold double vinyl release and CD copy release of their new album Music, Magic, and Ironic, coming out the end of December of 2025. Down in the description area of this episode of the Jamiroquai Minute down below. So be sure to check that out in your own time. And as always, this is JamiroFan2000, and I'll see you really soon with another Jamiroquai Minute. Bye-bye, everybody. Take care. Exciting times, and I'll see you around.